1, Scene 5, Ministry of Magic, Harry's office. Hermione sits with piles of paper in front of her in Harry's messy office. She is slowly sorting through it all, reading and trying to understand. Harry enters in a rush. He is bleeding from a graze on his cheek. Harry looks up eagerly. Hermione, how did it go? Harry smiles. It was true. Hermione, failed or not? Harry, in custody. Hermione, and the time turner itself? Harry reveals the time turner. It shines out alluringly. Hermione's amazed to see it. Is it genuine? Does it work? It's not just the hour reversal turner. It goes back further. Harry, we don't know anything yet. I wanted to try it out there, but then wiser heads prevailed. Hermione, well, now we have it. Harry, and are you sure you want to keep it? Hermione, I don't think we've got a choice. Look at it. It's entirely different to the time turner I had. Harry, apparently wizardry has moved on since we were kids. Hermione, you're bleeding. Harry checks his face in the mirror. He dabs at the wound with his robes. Don't worry, it'll go with the scar. Harry, what are you doing in my office, Hermione? Hermione, I was anxious to hear about Theodore Nott and thought I'd check whether you kept your promise and you're top of your paperwork. Harry, turns out I'm not. Hermione, no, you're not, Harry. How can you get any work done in this chaos? Harry waves his wand and the papers and books transform into neat piles. Harry smiles. Harry, no longer chaotic. Hermione, but still ignored. You know there's some interesting stuff in here. There are mountain trolls riding grapphorns through Hungary. There are giants with winged tattoos on their backs walking through the Greek seas, and werewolves had gone entirely underground. Harry, great. Let's get out there. I'll get the team together. Hermione, Harry, I get it. Paperwork's boring. Harry, not for you. Hermione, I'm busy with my own. There are people and beasts that fought alongside Voldemort in the Great Wizarding Wars. These are allies of darkness. These combined with what we are just unearthed that Theodore Nott could mean something. But if the head of magical law enforcement isn't reading his files... Harry, I don't need to read it. I'm out there hearing about it. Theodore Nott, it was me who heard the rumors about the time turner and me who acted upon it. You really don't need to tell me off. Hermione looks at Harry. This is tricky. Hermione, do you fancy a toffee? Don't tell Ron. Harry, you're changing the subject. Hermione, I truly am. Toffee? Harry, can't. We're off sugar at the moment. You know, you can get addicted to that stuff. Hermione, what can I say? My parents were dentists. I was bound to rebel at some point. 40 is leaving it a little late. But she smiles at her friend. Look, you've just done a brilliant thing. You're certainly not being told off. I just need to look at your paperwork every now and again, that's all. Consider this a gentle nudge. Harry scowls from the Minister for Magic. Harry hears the implication in her emphasis. He nods. How's Ginny? How's Albus? Harry, it seems I'm as good at fatherhood as I'm in paperwork. How's Rose? How's Hugo? Hermione with a grin. You know, Ron says he thinks I see more of my secretary Ethel, she indicates off, than him. Do you think there's a point where we made a choice? Parent of the Year or Ministry Official of the Year? Go on. Go home to your family, Harry. The Hogwarts Express is about to depart for another year. Enjoy the time you've got left. Then come back here with a fresh head and get these files read. Harry, you really think this could all mean something? Hermione, with a smile. It could do, but if it does, we'll find a way to fight it, Harry. We always have. She smiles once more, pops a toffee in her mouth and leaves the office. Harry is left alone. He packs his bag. He walks out of the office and down a corridor. The weight of the world is upon his shoulders. He walks, tired, into a telephone box. He dials 62442. Telephone box. Farewell, Harry Potter. He ascends away from the Ministry of Magic. Act 1, Scene 6. Harry and Ginny Potter's house. Harry, Amos, I understand, I really do, but I'm only just home and... Amos, I've tried to make appointments at the ministry. They say, Mr. Diggory will have an appointment for you. Let's see, in 2 months. I wait very patiently. Harry, and coming to my house in the middle of the night when my kids are just getting ready for their new year at school, it's not right. Amos, 2 months pass, I receive now. Mr. Diggory, I'm awfully sorry, but Mr. Potter has been called away on urgent business. We're going to have to shift things around a little. Are you available for appointment in, let's see, 2 months' time? And it repeats again and again, you're shutting me out. Harry, of course I'm not. It's just I'm afraid as head of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement I'm responsible. Amos, there's plenty you're responsible for. Harry, sorry? Amos, my son Cedric. Do you remember Cedric, don't you? Harry, yes, I remember your son. He's lost. Amos, Voldemort wanted you, not my son. You told me yourself. The words he said would kill the spare, my son, my beautiful son was a spare. Harry, Mr. Diggory, as you know, I sympathize with your efforts to memorialize Cedric, but Amos, a memorial? I'm not interested in a memorial, not anymore. I'm an old man, an old dying man, and I'm here to beg you to help get him back. Harry looks up, astonished. Harry, get him back? Amos, that's not possible. Amos, the ministry has a time turner, does not. Harry, the time turners were all destroyed. Amos, the reason I'm here with such urgency is that I've just heard a strong rumor, that the ministry seized an illegal time turner from Theodore Nott and has kept it for investigation. Let me use that time turner. Let me have my son back. There's a long, deadly pause. Harry is finding this extremely difficult. They watch as Albus moves closer, listening. Harry, Amos, playing with time? You know we can't do that. Amos, how many people have died for the boy who lived? I'm asking you to save one of them. This hurts Harry. He thinks. His face hardens. Harry, whatever you've heard, the Theodore Nott story is a fiction. Amos, I'm sorry. Delphi, hello. Albus jumps a mile as Delphi, 20-something, determined and quirky, is revealed looking through the stairs at him. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to startle. I used to be a big stair listener myself, sitting there waiting for someone to say something the tiniest bit interesting. Who are you? Because this is sort of my house and... Delphi, I'm a thief, of course. I'm about to steal everything you own. Give me your gold, your wand, and your chocolate frogs. She looks fierce and then smiles. I'm that one, Delphine Diggory. She ascends the stairs and sticks out a hand. Delphi, I look after him. Amos, well, I try. She indicates Amos. And you are? Albus. Delphi, of course, Albus Potter. So Harry's your dad? That's a bit wow, isn't it? Albus, not really. Delphi, have I just put my foot in it? That's what they used to say about me at school. Delphine Diggory, there isn't a hole she couldn't dig herself into. Albus, they do all sorts with my name too. Pause. She looks at him carefully. Amos, Delphi. She makes to depart, then hesitates. She smiles at Albus. Delphi, we don't choose who we're related to. Amos isn't just my patient, he's my uncle, and it's part of the reason I took the job at Upper Flagley. But that's made it difficult. It's tough to live with people stuck in the past, isn't it? Amos, Delphi. Albus, Upper Flagley? Delphi, St. Oswald's home for old witches and wizards. Come see us sometime if you like. Amos, Delphi. She smiles and then trips as she travels down the stairs. She enters the room with Amos and Harry in it. Albus watches her. Delphi, yes, uncle? Amos, meet the once great Harry Potter, now a stone-cold ministry man. I'll leave you in peace, sir, if peace is the right word for it. Delphi, my chair. Delphi, yes, uncle. Amos is pushed out of the room. Harry is left, looking forlorn. Albus watches on, thinking carefully.